Howdy campers, and welcome back to another episode of Collection Log Completionist, the series where I finally get to content that came out 3 months ago. This week we're going to be doing some Forestry, which, believe it or not, I did do on release. Just, we are very behind on the videos, but otherwise I hope you guys still enjoy. Here we are back at Tempoross. I figured we would do 100 permits at a time. So we've got 104 permits stacked up here. And if we go to Tempoross, all we're missing is just the big harpoon fish, 2 pets, 2 tomes in 3,200 permits. It is a 1 in 1,600, 1 in 1,800 for the big harpoon fish, so we are well over rate, but shouldn't take too long for us to get it, hopefully at least. I've been really enjoying the firefighter method. Well, that is the first 100 permits down. Surely we'll get it by like 4,000 though. Roughly another 100 more permits. Another 100 down. Back to it, I suppose. 63 more permits to fish up. I figured we might as well fish them up while we're on stream here. Absolutely never lucky. Ooh. Well, maybe. Aw. Oh boy, new PB points on that last one, but not by much. Still only got 17 permits. But 700 KC. Oh boy. Still at it. 89 more redeems. Another roughly 100 permits down. Randomly, Jagex dropped the Forestry Part 2 today. I swear they didn't mention anything about it coming out today, but all of a sudden I logged in and it was here. So, we're doing Forestry now. We've got like 16,000 bark in the bank, but we have a lot to go to finish it up. Hopefully it'll be a lot easier now that people are doing Forestry again since the second part dropped, because I really didn't want to do it by myself. So far, I've been enjoying the different events. They're not too bad. A lot of the newer events are a little bit more relaxed and longer, which I think is a really nice change of pace. A lot of the older events were very short and click intensive, making you run back and forth for a bunch of stuff. So I really like that these ones are pretty long and slow. It makes the grind a lot less hectic. According to some people, I need to actually buy myself some of the padded spoons and... oh, here we go, trap disarmor blueprint. So I need to make some trap disarmors and padded spoons in order to be able to get those items off the collection log, which seems kind of odd, but I won't argue with it too much. And we should have plenty of extra anima bark after we're done with this grind, since it seems like it'll take us quite a while. One thing I didn't talk about was the Ent event, where if you come and cut the hair for the Ent in the way that they want it, all you have to do is just cut one of them, and then you'll actually get a guaranteed god egg. So this is a new extremely good way of getting god eggs that you can actually like grind out, unlike birdhouse runs and miscellanea, which you can only do every so often. So I have been trying to hit as many of the Ents when I can, because Lord knows we need a lot more god eggs. It is crazy just seeing a stream of people run to these events. It's a shame that it makes it really hard to see them sometimes, but it is very fun seeing so many people do new content like this. Even though RuneScape's an MMO, so often it still feels like a single player game where you barely see or interact with other players. So it's always so cool to see massive amounts of people all doing the same content. There it is, our first new collection log item from Forestry, and now we don't have to do the druid events anymore if we don't want to, which is fine by me. I probably won't be doing them much anymore when I can avoid them. Look at this inventory. 4 god eggs. Absolutely nuts. Such an OP event. Good lord. Day number 2 of Forestry. Looking at how much I've done yesterday, I'm pretty sure I'm overrate for the golden egg, but for the fox transmog, I'm not sure. Either way though, we're 1 of 3, and we're probably getting close to the amount of bark that we need. So, I'm not going to complain too much. It's pretty decent so far. I've been enjoying it. Just absolutely drowning in Ent events right now. Look at this inventory. 6 bird eggs, 7th one right here. That is crazy. I do 1 damn dryad because I was already coming over here. And of course, another petal garland. I've heard people say that this is by far the most common one, so not too surprised. But really, I've done like only a handful of that event since I got my first one. I come over here, do the very last puzzle, and of course, very nice. I've heard some people say that the drop rate for the golden egg is actually 1 in 3,000. So, not including the feathers that we got earlier when we didn't have the padded spoon, I would say we're about at 3,000, maybe still a touch under, but close. So we are pretty much right on rate for that, as well as probably being about on rate for the fox whistle. I think that one's a 1 in 100, and you get it at the end of the event. We've used 145 trap disarmors. However, it's pretty common that I'll start a fox event and then have to leave like halfway through because somebody calls Ents somewhere else. So I would say we're probably about at drop rate, maybe a little above, but around on rate. There it is! The fox whistle, finally! Oh, goodness. We used another 18 of the 100 traps. So 218 traps used. Alright, let's go to the POH and get ourselves that fox pet. Now, if we use the whistle on the beaver pet, it turns it into the fox. And so now, okay, we can just metamorphose it between the two. There it is. I think it's kind of silly that they turned the beaver into a fox pet, but it is pretty cute, and the beaver pet sucked. We have swapped over to doing easy clues and then just running over to do events when they spawn, which would be, of course, the Ent event for god eggs, and then, of course, pheasant events whenever they're available as well. So we're definitely not getting perfect easy clue rate per hour, but definitely helping get some passive easy clues while keeping an eye out for events. As for the egg stack, though, we are sitting at 162 eggs. That is pretty nuts, considering we just opened up 90 the other day, and that took me like 3 months to stack. This has been 3 days. Just ridiculous. There it is. Let's go. Right at the very end of the event. Oh my goodness. I feel so relieved. So if we take the golden egg and metamorphoses it into the pheasant. So now we also have the pheasant pet. Looks kind of cool, but I think we're going to keep it as the fox. Oh man, feels good to be done. Let's check how many feathers was that. Almost 5,500 feathers. I would guess probably like 200 to 400 of those were before we started using the spoon. Probably more like 200 to 300. So well over 5,000 feathers. And we got ourselves the egg, which If we take a look at the Forestry collection log, that means we got all of the random event items, and now we can just go through and buy ourselves everything else. Here we are at the Friendly Forester with, I believe, everything that we need. But first, I'm gonna buy ourselves a second set of Lumberjack because we have more than enough bark too. So I figure having... Oh, I probably need my Forestry kit on me, don't I? Log basket? Oh, it doesn't show up in the clan chat. Oh, there it is. So once I leave the interface, it shows up. Interesting. Okay, so we got the log basket. And there we go. Now they all pop up in there. And we still have... And that puts us at 1194 logs completed, which is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. So now we're only 6 items away from being at 1200, and we just got 20 new items today, 19 in a couple seconds. I decided to mix it up from stacking easy clues and hunt a little herbivore. I had already kind of wanted to be doing a little bit of herbivore as sort of like a chill activity on the side, but with ent calls being so prevalent right now, it's an even better time to be doing herbivore since I can have all my teleports for all the ent calls here and easily teleport out whenever I want and then just come back and resume the hunt. I just finished the first KC back and that puts us at 341, so quite a way off the rate for Herbi Pet, but KC is very fast here, so it shouldn't be too bad. There we go. I've been trying to get this beehive part for a couple events now, but it's super common, so I just wanted to get it out of the way. But Forestry re-green logged now. Here we have Herbi KC number 1000, and as you can see, we've been pretty busy with our ent calls, getting a lot of passive eggs while doing Herbi, and it is pretty nice, not gonna lie. 109 Hunter? Alright, here we are after like 2.5-3 weeks of stacking up eggs from Forestry events. We've got ourselves 1,000 eggs stacked. So I guess we might as well get right to it, right? And here we are, only one piece of evil chicken. I'm hoping for us to get 2 new pieces, and then probably like 1 dupe. I was originally intending on making an end of the year recap video or like goals of 2024 video, but I never ended up getting to it. So I just want to say now, thank y'all for the support over the last couple years. It means a lot to me. I always love putting out a new video, and I love talking to you guys in Twitch chat whenever I'm streaming, so thank y'all very much. It certainly had its ups and downs, but 2023 was a good year. Thanks a lot in part to all y'all. Alright, with all that sappy stuff out of the way, back to the video. There we go! Evil chicken legs after 450 offerings so far. Very, very nice. I was starting to get a little bit worried. And it's even the legs too. So now we have the top and legs. I can wear those for easy clues. Yeah, I figured that's what it meant. Yeah, I had an alt I was working with earlier on it. Oh. Did not see it, but yeah, there is our first duplicate evil chicken piece. To be expected, to be completely honest, but still hurts a little bit when we've gotten pretty unlucky so far. Still like another 250 eggs to go, so we've got time. Literally me when I have time. Ooh, boy. That is pretty unfortunate. Now that one is. I'll definitely say that much. Third evil chicken top. And then the last two. There we have it. 1,000 eggs sacrificed. And I mean, at the very least, we basically got the amount of rolls that we expected. So we got 3 pieces in 1,000 rolls, pretty much what you'd expect. I was hoping to get 2 new ones and 1 dupe, but we ended up getting 2 dupes, 1 new one. Can't complain too much, though I definitely will a little bit. That's a bit unfortunate. Fortunately, though, with how easy it is to get eggs nowadays, won't be too big of a setback at the very least. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. This week we got ourselves 20 new items, which might be a record for us, at least the most we've gotten in quite some time, that's for sure. And as always, I'm live right now doing some hard clue stacking, so come on by and hang out for a little bit. I'd love to chat. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and you too can become a camper without ever having to touch grass. And as always, thank you guys for watching. It really has been a great year, and I'm looking forward to another great one right around the corner.